What if your dog didn't come into your life by chance? Out of billions of people, countless timelines, endless moments that could have unfolded differently. Somehow, this soul found you. Not just any dog. This one. The one who waits for you by the door. The one who watches you when you think no one notices. The one who somehow senses your pain before you've spoken a single word. Maybe that connection is more than companionship. Maybe it's something ancient. Because throughout human history, across civilizations that never touched, one strange truth keeps appearing again and again. People believed dogs were sacred. In ancient Egypt, the guardian of the afterlife, Anubis, carried the head of a canine. Dogs were seen as protectors between worlds, guides for souls crossing into the unknown. Among many Native American traditions, dogs were believed to sense spiritual danger before humans could. They weren't just protectors of the body, but guardians of energy itself. In Celtic lore, dogs walked beside healers and were linked to restoration, loyalty, and unseen wisdom. Different continents, different religions, different centuries. Yet somehow, the same belief. That dogs are more than animals. Why? Because anyone who has truly loved a dog knows there is something about them that feels almost impossible to explain. A dog loves without negotiation, without ego, without pride, without conditions. You can fail, break down, lose your way. And somehow, their love never changes. Humans spend entire lifetimes searching for that kind of acceptance. Dogs give it freely. Have you ever noticed how your dog knows when your heart is heavy? Before the tears, before the words, before even you fully understand it yourself, they simply come closer, quietly, as if their only mission in that moment is to remind you that you are not alone. Science has tried to explain it. Dogs can detect shifts in human chemistry, emotions, illness, even danger. Some have sensed seizures before they happened. Others detected cancer long before medical tests revealed it. But maybe the deeper mystery is not what they sense. Maybe it's why they care so deeply. Because dogs don't just live beside us. They live for us. And perhaps the greatest lesson they teach has nothing to do with protection at all. It's presence. Humans live trapped between regret and fear, yesterday and tomorrow, memory and worry. But a dog lives entirely in the now. This walk, this breeze, this moment beside you. That is enough. No resentment, no pretending, no emotional armor. Just complete presence. And maybe that's why being around them feels healing. They pull us back into life itself. Some people believe certain souls are meant to find each other. That before life begins, certain connections are chosen. Not random, but destined. What if your dog was one of those connections? What if they arrived precisely when your spirit needed them most? The rescue dog nobody wanted, until they met you. The puppy who walked past everyone else and chose the person silently falling apart inside. The old dog who somehow ended up exactly where they belonged. Some moments feel too perfectly timed to be accidental. And then there is loyalty. Pure, unwavering loyalty. A dog does not care who you were yesterday. They do not measure your success. They do not love you based on what you provide. To them, you are enough, entirely. There's a reason the story of Hachiko still moves people across the world. For nearly 10 years after his owner died, he continued waiting at the train station every single day, believing his person would return. That kind of devotion feels almost supernatural now, because the modern world teaches people to leave when things become difficult. Dogs stay, even in your worst moments, especially in your worst moments. And eventually comes the hardest part of loving them. Loss. Anyone who has lost a dog understands the silence they leave behind. The empty space near the door, the missing footsteps, the instinct to look for them even after they're gone. That grief is enormous because the love was enormous. But maybe they never truly leave. Maybe every lesson they gave you continues living through who you became because of them. More patient, more open, more forgiving, more capable of love. A dog changes the architecture of a human heart. Forever. So maybe the real question is not whether your dog came into your life for a reason. Maybe the real question is, who would you have become without them? Because perhaps these beautiful creatures are here to remind humanity of something we keep forgetting. How to love without fear. How to stay loyal in a temporary world. How to live fully in a single moment. And how to show up for someone every single day, expecting nothing in return. Maybe that is why they feel sacred. And maybe that is why losing them feels like losing a piece of your soul. Because for a little while, part of your soul was walking beside you,